Screen, yeah.
Like,
I never forget that because it being the first game
yeah,
in Birmingham and like that being on TV, like that and being on TV, I was like it's real. Like being in Birmingham and actually like I don't know. I just felt like it was more serious up there.
Okay.
So it was like
for sure,
like I'm gonna have to perform every week. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of like my motivator. Like even at practice, like I'm going against Kari, KJ, Kai. You know what I'm saying? Like Travis, Trevor. You know what I'm saying? It's just a few. Barry, you little bit fast, but you know what I'm saying? Like just stuff like that.
Right. Just sharpening iron.
That just made me like.
And I mean, bro, it was every week. Like you was doing something special every week. Like, and you made so many plays your junior and senior year. I be like I know every play that you made, but it be blurry what year.
Like which year? Like was that senior, junior?
Exactly, because so your junior season, I don't even know. Like I think your junior season, like see right now I can't even remember. like I'm thinking like the plays that you made, especially the videographer, the one that came out there.
That was senior year.
That was your senior year. That year. Yeah, that was because you had the Auburn gloves
and stuff. Cleats, right? Yeah, that was the All-American cleats. Okay. Yeah.
But your junior season, bro, you made so many plays. Like I think y'all played at Cordova your junior year. Yeah. You
tell me right, reverse back.
Dude, that game, I would say like for me that was my most favorite wide receiver game for you. Like,
I think especially I had like 3-4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and then 2 of them got called back. One got called back.
Yeah, 1 or 2 got called back.
But it was just like I ain't gonna lie. I used to like your swag when you did the long socks with the hand warmer with no sleeves. Yeah, just the gloves. I used to like that. And then you ran like a drag route, or it was a dig.
It was a screen, and I caught it.
No, not on the one of your first. But I'm talking about another touchdown. Yeah. It was like a dig. You just caught it open field, just 6, you know. But like okay, because I can see, but like another play, another one was at Parker, middle of the field. Take it back. You scored on that,
Parker,
or you got
Parker?
You caught a cramp or something. It was a pick.
That was a spring game.
That was during the season because Ethers came to that game.
Oh yeah, Parker. That was senior year. That was senior year. I caught that pick.
And so you hop on it, came down with it. Did you score on that one?
No, I ended up getting pushed out. No, I got pushed out of bounds, and that's when actually one of the things, the injury. I pulled my hip flexor, and that just kind of lingered around, you know, and it ended up coming back up the senior year. Actually, then, and I end up. I feel like that. I end up pushing through it, and I end up
still making plays.
Yeah, I end up making plays up until like the third quarter, and that's when I was just like at that point, I'm like crying. I'm like, it hurt. Like
you have to sit out.
I end up sitting out. I think third quarter up until like the last few minutes, and I ended up trying to go back in. It was just like he just like nah, and I remember sitting on the bench, mad because I'm like, AJ, like I got school I'm committed to.
But at that time, you amazing.
Yeah, like I had made a whole bunch of plays, but it was just like you know what I'm saying, like
trying to go crazy,
dominate, like real life dominate.
But another moment I think it was against Center Point when you got the pick on the sideline. Yeah. Toe tap. Hey, dog, I used to, bro. I'm telling you, bro, and I still do now because I know what you are gifted with. I know what type of football player you are when you got the opportunity. I seen it, and that folks know. That one you caught on the sideline, toe tap, go out of bounds. What you said? You was great.
I forgot what I said.
You said something. I'm gonna have to clip it in this interview. But another moment was your game winner again, or it should have been a game tire against
Jo.
Oh my God,
homecoming.
Oh my God, like dude, like I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to take my time and edit in this video to clip these highlights in there. Like I'm not no exaggeration, bro. Like over 2-3 dudes. Give me them. Like craziest thing.
Back
ever.
it in zone. Like,
bro, you made like legendary plays, like for real. I'm talking about these is games where the pressure's on, it's the heat of the moment, like it lit, packed, like, bro. Okay, so obviously as a result of all your obviously as a result of all your plays you made and the buzz that you was creating around your name, it was inevitable for that to come, or it was gonna come. And so, boom, December 5th, 4th, December. Now you might be right.
I think he had told me about, Maryland might be calling you.
Yeah.
They want to talk to you. So I'm like in my head, I'm like what? Like,
I didn't tell you something. When we talked about it, bro, I was like, and I told you, I was like, all right, I was kind of unfamiliar with what Coach Hanley had done at the time, dudes he had already sent out, relationships he already had. So me kind of speaking from my not wanting to see you hurt, I was like, be careful, you know what I'm saying? Just because he's telling you that, don't be so, on that. But then when that junk happened, I was just like,
I actually posted it.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, this dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, my brother is like one of them now, you know what I'm saying? Because me, like, from the outside looking in, I ain't had that red carpet rollout. But for you to be thrust into that position, I was like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So talk about it, bro. Like, talk about from December 4th or 5th, 2020, after your junior year, you done put the world on notice. Like, look, this is who I am. Kobe out, we here. Like, you made crazy plays. December to we get into your recruiting trips and stuff like that.
December.
Office was coming every day.
It was December 5th, Maryland. December 6th, Tennessee, Michigan, Penn State. Just UAB. Just school.
And you know what, kid? You know what threw me or blew me about UAB and Troy? It's like, y'all, we been talking.
Yeah, they had been showed interest, and it was like they hadn't offered. And
but it's like now when you offer, you definitely got no
like it was kind of like, come on, like y'all had been, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had been showed interest. I've been knew that I had been on y'all radar, so it was like, what it took so long, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just having them, Tennessee, and then them getting other staffs and then being re-offered by Tennessee and Michigan, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like kind of like, dang, like they done had two staffs and I done been re-offered, so it was kind of like a kind of boost, you know? Like dang, they really must be serious. Like, it started. That's when it next level. Like, it's starting to get real. Like, it's starting to turn into like business. I need to start making decisions, like seeing what I like, and that's when it started to doing the research on the schools and stuff like that. Like, seeing which one for the major academic wise, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But it was just hectic. All the way up until I think I got my last offer February, and by then I had 20 plus offers. And from December to February, it was like, it literally was like an offer every day, like a couple offers every day, and like
I mean, you was getting crazy. I know, like Virginia Tech.
It was Virginia Tech, Auburn, Penn State, all in one day. And it was like, I'm talking to all these coaches, and I'm still like, I got basketball practice, so it's like, hey coach, can I call you after basketball practice? So hey, I had to hit you back whenever I get done with basketball practice. And just like trying, like, it was just crazy. And then
so like how? All right, so February you get your last offer. And that December, February is a crazy time. Like you said, they calling every other day, every day. Or a coach that may have called you, he called an offer, he called him back to check up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a crazy moment for me was when you and Harbaugh was on FaceTime. I'm like, like that was just, I'm like, and you like you love the game, you play football, you're a great football player, but you don't really be. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We all different. But like, you not like a football head. Like, I know every single national championships of like, that type of stuff don't interest you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You more like, you want what you want. When you on the field, you about your business. When you're not, you doing whatever else you're doing. Yeah. And so I'm like, but me, I'm like, I'm not the ultimate football head, but I know a little something. And so I see you on the phone with Harbaugh. I'm like, bro, you know who this is? And he like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah.
And so that was a crazy moment. I'm like, bro, my brother is on the phone with, this dude play. He like coaching a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How did those moments feel, being able to talk to big names like that?
It really was crazy because like being able to coach Harbaugh, like even when I went on a visit, you know what I'm saying, like be riding in the car with him, it's like a lot of people don't get that opportunity. Like you would kill for that opportunity, like to be able to talk to these coaches, and it's like for them to just hit me up, hey coach, what you doing? How you doing? Is an eye opener for real. And then you in my ear telling me like, people don't get to do this. Like not everybody get this opportunity. It really made me kind of like, dang, like this is something that not everybody get to experience. Like and that's when it just like everything was just focused on just enjoying it. Like it was about enjoying it as much as I could.
And so, bruh, okay, so but you had a lot of motion during that time period too. Like that because you were still taking online classes. And so like I would go to Auburn for a junior day, and you was going and moving around this school, that school,
and stuff.
Every and the other little visits that take place as part of college football. And so like, what I guess in that time period, as we continue to build, because we're going to get to the official visits, but just in that February to June, I believe you took your first official visit in June.
Maryland.
Everything in between February, last offer, and June, like what did you enjoy the most? What was you doing? You was building relationships at that time?
That really was a building, and that was seeing which coaches were consistent, you know what I'm saying, which coaches would actually listen, you know what I'm saying, and be like, because you can tell when somebody being genuine, you know what I'm saying, and that's really what I was looking for in trying to build a relationship with a coach, seeing which coach was genuine and, you know what I'm saying, which actually cared, not just about, oh yeah, he's a good football player, you know, he can come in and do this, like that's cool, I want to come in, I want to play, but at the same time I want to make sure I'm here with somebody who's going to be able to care for me if something go wrong, you know what I'm saying, and that's really that February to June, that's kind of what that period kind of was about.
All right, so boom, we get to June. Time for the first visit. When you went on your first visit, I was taking BJ and Braylon to Chocolaka Park and whatever in Oxford, Alabama. And so I just remember, y'all sending the pictures. I'm like, ooh, had the terrapin stripes and pair on. I was like, okay. So what was that? Because that was you went on 4?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 or 5. And so what was that Maryland visit like? Talk to me.
Maryland. I think we ended up driving to the airport, go to the airport, whatever. I think we Atlanta to, I can't even remember.
Atlanta, it would be to DC, Baltimore.
I think it was to DC.
Right.
We get there, we got the little itinerary they sent it to us before, you know what I'm saying? We get there, the person holding the little sign, they got the sign with Kobe Albert, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get in the car, we headed there. We come in, they got food everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Just
like they can't, they can't do that no more.
They can't,
so
the rooms
like
and stuff,
food,
crazy. But yeah, they had like food everywhere, the drinks, they had the games and stuff set up, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, dang, all the other recruits coming in, we all like, hey, what's your name? Like, you just meet new people, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it was just fun being able to go, you know what I'm saying? Meeting other people from different parts of the world or from the nation playing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, it was fun.
And like that too, because I want to speak about that just briefly. Touch on. I understood the power of networking in this football through you, like being able to see, okay, Coach Hanley know this person more than that, boom, this, boom, you this athlete play 7-on-7 with this team. Like people don't understand. Like I'm still at the beginning phase of even my episodes, but there's dudes that you played with, that I was able to meet, that this coach know, that I still got so many guys to hit and get on the show, and so and. A large in part to the dudes that you play with, or you know what I'm saying, play high school or 7-on-7. Like, bro, speak to the power, like networking and dudes you was able to meet.
Like crazy, cause like you play 7-on-7. You know what I'm saying? Just for example, you play 7-on-7 with somebody.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but you did play 7-on-7 that spring. Was it that spring?
Yeah,
or that summer?
It was a spring.
Going into your senior year?
Going into my senior year.
Okay. I forgot that.
Yeah.
We had talked about that.
Yeah, was it? No.
Or
going into...
It wouldn't have been after your senior year.
It was going into my senior year. Okay. Going into my senior year, I ended up playing with Can 7-on-7. But, for example, you got somebody play 7-on-7, they got offers and stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody else who good, but just don't have the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get out there. Mm-hmm. They got schools coming, you know what I'm saying. Hey, you can talk to such and such about, you know what I'm saying, and you build those relationships to be able to help, like, people you know what I'm saying,
right.
And people who...
Look at this cat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And like, people don't understand, like, that's a real part of college football. Like, okay, I play receiver, but my dog is an edge. Yeah. You know, like, and this school that I'm interested in, they need edges. Hey, you know, what's up? And so, like, he had it over before you know. So that's real. But just I really kind of lost my train of thought. Just go speak to. We was talking to your official visits, so it was just a fun period in time, like being at Maryland, being able to get the cakes and
being able to go back. You know what I'm saying, to Maryland. Yeah. I hadn't been since I was like 3-4, so being able to go back and see, like,
and that's crazy how the universe works, bro. Like that's fate, because you're born in Maryland, your first offer Maryland.
Yeah. Like,
and so that's real. Like, what did you? And then the second visit. What was the second visit? Was it Michigan or Auburn?
Visit was,
I think it was Auburn. Yeah, Auburn.
Yeah, I ended up going. I think that was when I ended up.
Cause I went on that visit.
Yeah, you ended up coming to Auburn. Yeah, you rode up there. Mm-hmm. You had the seats in the car.
Yeah, how you sweating like
sweating? All right. Back sweating.
So we go to Auburn. Auburn was cool. Yeah. Auburn was that spot for you. Yeah. It was that spot. Yeah. What did you most enjoy about Auburn?
This, like I told you, with the February to June period, with the bonding and finding the genuineness and relationships that I was building, you know.
Yeah.
Coach Williams, you know what I'm saying, he was a receiver coach, and him and Coach Mason, you know, they were recruiting me. He wanted me safety. Coach Williams, he wanted me receiver. But Coach Williams, he was just so, like, he just kept it real all the time. And it was like, that's why I really, like, I wanted to be able to, you know what I'm saying, play for somebody who I know can keep it real, who gonna take care of me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But who gonna make sure, like, I don't know, like he always kept it real. Okay. Like, no matter what it was about, he kept it real. And just being able to have him and Coach Mason do that, that kind of was what made, you know what I'm saying, Auburn feel like that spot.
All right. Yeah, and I think people don't understand that either, but when you commit to a school or when you are interested in a school, sometimes it just be that one coach, or it just be that two coaches, or somebody in personnel that's like, that's what make this particular school, like, interesting to me. Like, I think I could see myself playing there. But Auburn, I enjoyed myself at Auburn because that was I got me a cake too. I think was it Auburn? Was it Auburn? Auburn or Kentucky one? I got a cake. Yeah. No, it was Kentucky. Kentucky. I got me a little cake too.
Oh yeah.
And so I was, but that was a nice hotel in Auburn. And I was just, again, bro, just to be able to watch you go through the whole bang to trying on the outfits and just them bringing y'all out. You know what I'm saying? That class, and the dudes that was on the visit, and actually, it's just crazy how everything played together. But even Allen being the AD at the time, then me to reconnect with him while he at Ole Miss. It's just a whole bunch of stuff, bro. Networking for real. And so Auburn was cool. You go to Michigan. Talk to Michigan. That's
right. I mean, my boy Jaleel.
Okay.
Yeah. J Fun. But Michigan, that was like, it was outrageous. Like the stuff that they was doing, like it was like very high end and Michigan applied pressure. I can't lie. Like I'm talking big fat Belgian waffles. Like, and they good too. Like eggs, bacon, like food, facilities, just you know what I'm saying. Just being able to see like some of the stuff like Juwan Howard being able to see him. He played basketball. You know what I'm saying. Being able to go in there and actually play basketball. I went in the practice facility. I dunked a couple times. You know what I'm saying. So just being able to do stuff like that while I was up there was kind of like, all right, Michigan, you know what I'm saying? When I went to Auburn, I was like, Auburn, but when I went there, I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me see what it
was. But Michigan, that was, I say, Michigan was probably second on like my best visits. Like, it was just a fun experience. Like, even to being in the hotel room, me and J Flo, like we in the room playing the game, we talking to folks on the game. Just that experience was just like fun. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to do that with somebody like we didn't really know each other. We just knew that his room was over here, mine was right here.
He was from San Diego?
Yeah, San Diego.
Yeah.
Really.
So Michigan was top on that list. And then so we didn't take another one after Michigan. I think we
did, but it was like unofficial. We ended up going stopping by Vandy.
Okay.
For the camp for Eric and them. But we ended up going to the camp.
We went to an unofficial at Kentucky.
And then we went to an unofficial at Kentucky. That's where I did the camp.
Okay. But we went to Vandy on the way up to Kentucky.
On the way up to Kentucky for the camp that I ended up going to, whatever.
Okay. And so I want to kind of fast forward a little bit, right? We on August the 4th on your birthday, right?
Yeah.
I think you dropped. Do you verbally commit to Auburn? Or
that was a verbal commitment.
Yeah. Okay. And at the time, it just felt right. You was on the phone with Harson. Like, what did that talk entail? How did that feel?
It had been something that, like I say, I had thought about for a while. As far as me wanting to go to Auburn and me, because growing up Auburn fan, so that kind of played in a part in it as well. But we on the phone and we just having regular conversation. It's just like I feel like that, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I want to play at Auburn. I want to be an Auburn Tiger. You know what I'm saying. And are you sure? You know what I'm saying. Just like kind of, I guess like really, like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it was like
that's
but when and from that point on, it was just like
it was Auburn.
It was Auburn
until
December 14th.
The 14th, 2021. Shocked the world. Said we're going to Lexington, Kentucky. Talk about it, man.
It's so much that led up to, you know what I'm saying, that decision.
I tell you what, too. Advice, get right now, because we going to do numbers. These interviews is going to do numbers. The world going to see this. For the kids right now who are getting heavily recruited, got the offers, they stressed out every day. Mom and daddy saying this person saying, the big brother saying, hey, bro, whatever it might be, give that kid a single piece of advice.
It's your choice. That's the biggest thing I say. Ain't nobody else gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you go, it's just gonna be you. So you gotta make sure that, they telling you that it's good for this, it's good for that, but you gotta make sure whatever decision you make is the decision that you actually feel comfortable with. Because if not, you might regret. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making the decision based off of what somebody else telling you, and you like, well, dang, I feel like if I did this, then this could have went different, and I would be better off. Or if this had went that way, maybe I wouldn't have been better off. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. Just make sure you're in control of your own decisions. So don't let nobody. Yeah, you can have people helping you and stuff. But don't let nobody make a decision for you that you don't want to make.
For real.
For real.
You signed to Kentucky Wildcats December 14th, 2021.
Yeah.
Boom. Ran into a little situation academically that would disable us from going and enrolling in the spring.
Yeah.
Right. But no problem. We spring, and this would now we're talking spring of 22.
Yeah.
So not only were you able to go to Kentucky, but boom, Corey got an opportunity as well. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're both in that spring period, right? Let's fast forward. I was at UAB for a couple of years prior to transferring to Kentucky. And so, spring of 22, I think we both was kind of just like locked in, trying to like start
working out,
getting ready. Going to the field, getting reps. I was still kind of having issues with my foot.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to work around it. And you were like, we were scheduled to leave in the summer. You did. I didn't, because I had to have a surgery. But like, what did like the preparation for Kentucky? What was you thinking, bro? Like, what was you trying to? What was your mind at?
Really just trying to get somewhere where I could play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that's where I was going. I wanted to make sure that when I got there, I was in, the best shape I could be in. Right. So that, any running we had to do, I was tip top. You know what I'm saying? I was good. And I feel like that kind of helped me, because when I got there, I wasn't far behind. Like, I wasn't behind, you know what I'm saying? Like, just seeing where everybody else was. It was stuff that I needed to work on just because they maybe had started getting developed a little earlier than I had started. But it was still stuff that, like, dang, I'm playing DB, and it's DBs who've been playing, you know what I'm saying, all of high school. And I'm just now coming in, you know what I'm saying, really having 1-2 years really up under my belt playing DB.
Real. Yeah.
So it's like, seeing where I compare to them, it's like, dang, I felt pretty good, you know what I'm saying, going in with the work that I had put in.
Yeah. God. And so, summer, right? We took you up there. We dropped you off at school, made sure you were straight. That night, I turned around, and it gave me a different sense of motivation. That summer, knowing I would be getting there in August, I was just like, time to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, with you being up there by yourself, like, how did that feel to kind of have, a sense of freedom?
Freedom, man. Free. You just feel free. Like, you ain't gotta worry about somebody telling, oh, you gotta go clean up this, you gotta go clean up that. You know what I'm saying? It was just you on your own, which I feel like kind of helped having that when I was back at home. Like, you need to make sure you clean this. You need to make sure you clean that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you get on your own, you don't have the people telling you that. So it's like, if you don't do this stuff, the people who you used to talk about, or who you know what I'm saying, used to joking, you know what I'm saying, about, you're going to end up being that. And it's like, nah, ain't go there. So it was just like taking some of the stuff that I had learned with me over the years growing up. Kind of made it easy. Like, I didn't get homesick, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. I knew you would. Okay. Right.
But yeah, just having that, you know what I'm saying, kind of helped.
Now, so I make my way there, like fall camp. And I get there, and I'm getting like kind of ingrained or ingratiated with the team. By this time, to be honest, I don't want to spend too much time talking about your time at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Because I think it was very fast. You weren't there but 6 months.
Yeah.
But like, summarize your time in Kentucky. Like, even with me being there, and just things you went through. You faced some adversity, right? Like, you got in a car accident.
Crazy.
You weren't playing like you wanted. Having some issues with some people in the program. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about it all, bro.
I started, I guess, with me not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to play. You know what I'm saying? Do something, and I felt like with what we had, it was okay, but I felt like it could be better, and I felt like I could help in some way, and I wasn't given the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? To be able to help the defense in any way. And each week being told to be ready, you know what I'm saying, and not getting that opportunity, eventually it's like, I'm not gonna fool me once, shame on you, you know what I'm saying? Fool me twice, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to put myself in a situation where it was like, I'm listening to this every week, you know what I'm saying? I'm be ready, and I'm not getting the opportunity. So it was like, after a while, it just kind of got, it just kind of,
it was just something that you didn't want to continue to deal with.
Yeah, and it kind of had, kind of brought me down a little, you know what I'm saying?
Mentally.
Yeah, it brought me down a little in the mental state.
And so, talk about, it's like November, near the end of the season, and then all I know is, I'm like, I was heading to, where was I heading to? I think I was heading to a position dinner. And who called me? I think it was Coach Scola. Coach Scola called me. He was like, "Hey, dude, is your brother all right?" And I said, "What you talking about?" And he said, "Yeah, your brother he got in a car accident." And I was like, "What?" And so and then I got off the phone with him. I called you. I called him back like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be late," you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I think I pulled up. I came over there to you. I came over there. Thank God you was doing all right. The car was smashed.
Crazy.
The car was smashed.
Front and back.
Like smashed. Like smashed. The car was like, thank God you was okay.
Hit a tree.
Yeah, speak about it.
Yeah, like that whole moment was crazy for real. Like, car coming, I'm going this way, just they were in the middle of the lane, and I'm going. At first I'm like, oh, maybe they just, you know what I'm saying,
right,
dodging something in the road or something, and they gonna get back over. And as they get closer, they're not moving over. So I'm like,
it was a drunk driver, right? It was a drunk driver. I do know the damn road was narrow.
It was real narrow. Yeah, it was narrow. But the thing about it was, like, the person that ended up hitting me, they kept going. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, wasn't really much like we could do. I ended up, they hit me. I tried to slow down. Somebody who was trailing me, they ended up like kind of tapping me, and I ended up spinning around. Like, I hit another car who was actually coming, who was trailing the car that was in front. I ended up hitting that car, and then ended up spinning around, hitting the tree. It was just like, in that moment, it was like, it's nothing you can do to like. That was just something.
It was a crazy moment.
Like, this is it. Like, it really was like one of those moments, because like, just in the moment, it's like everything just moving so fast, and you can't keep up. And then once I finally like was able to, like, everything stopped, it was like my body was just so shaken. I was so shook up.
What were you like? What was the first thing you did when you stopped? And you like, what was the very first thing? What did you think of? Like, I need to call this person. I'm trying to move.
I was like,
what was like?
It was like, at first it was like, can I move? After I was like, all right, I can move. I was like, all right, can I take my seatbelt off? You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I just knew like my airbags was gonna go off. Like, just like how my car looked, like you would have thought my airbags went off. You know what I'm saying? But it hadn't, and I was like, maybe it wasn't that bad since I had started the airbags and go. So I get out the car and I'm just like, I'm shook up. And Carrington, he was the one who was telling me he pulled over and he was, hey, you good? Oh, what happened? And I'm just like, the car hit me. Like, they was in the middle of the road, and I'm like, I'm still shaking up. Like
Yeah.
I remember everything that happened. I remember me being in the car, it spinning around. Like I remember everything vivid.
Yeah.
But I was just so shaky that that it had happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to Carrington.
Nah, real.
Green Bay Packers.
Real talk.
That was, I mean, that was God, Kobe. Like, that's God. Because that car was like a Coke bottle when you smash it, like
the back
or a Coke can.
Yeah, the trunk was dented in. The front had it was bad.
And so, so we go to the hospital though, and they got you in the what you got, the neck brace. And it's me, Nate. Shout out to my dog, Nate, man. Nate at Kentucky. And Nate was he was there that night, we went through the process.
Yeah.
And I think I feel like that was kind of like the end to your season. Well, I won't say it was the end because you got right and you played in the bowl game.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like coasting. You was kind of coasting after that. And so very frustration, a lot of frustration during that time period in your life. And I think I'll reference this, but and this is not like I told you so. I'm telling you, like, I remember telling you, like, the adversity is gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually it will come. And so I guess, like, I'll say we decide December. Like, all right, man, we wanna test our options, man. We're not really happy in Kentucky. We're not liking what we're seeing, and we want to test the waters. Yeah. So after much debate and like sides going back and forth, right? We won't get into the details. Yeah. You like, I'm finna do it. And so you entered the portal. You remember the day?
January 5th, I believe.
January 5th.
I had 7-8 days to make a decision so I could be somewhere before the spring.
And so you go on a visit to Arkansas?
No, I would.
No, not Arkansas.
I would.
To Ole Miss? You go to Ole Miss?
I got offers. I got Ole Miss, Arkansas, USC, and here.
Yeah.
And I was going to go, USC. You know what I'm saying? I was going to go on visits to those places, but with me wanting it real crunch. Tight, you know what I'm saying? With me playing in the bowl game, it kind of made stuff tighter.
And so you, come to Mississippi State, and then you stay at Mississippi State. Like, what made you feel like so confident that, okay, Mississippi State is that place? I know I'm gonna come there, I'm gonna do my thing, and this is where I'm gonna be.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
Knowing that they had, Forbes, he was a corner, but he played DB. You know what I'm saying? They were losing him, and then 3 other safeties that they had that were starting that had the majority of their reps. You know what I'm saying? Them leaving. And me knowing the type of person I am, me gonna come in and compete. Yeah. I took that as like
this opportunity.
Like that's it. Like it was plain as day. Like that's it was nothing else, you know what I'm saying, that I could think of that it was nothing I felt like more perfect than that.
Yeah. And so you get here and I feel like I think I would, right. And meanwhile, my ass is in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm lonely up there, but I'm grinding. I'm going through my spring segment. But I did notice that you was it seemed like you were more happy when you got down here. Like you was back to like kind of just living more. You know, like how you live. Fun. Do you feel like that was the case?
Yeah, I feel like I just needed a fresh start. That was just something that I needed, and coming to a place like this where I can really focus, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because it's not a whole lot of distractions here, you know what I'm saying? That helped a lot. Right. Me being able to focus on my craft during the spring, you know what I'm saying, last year, just up here all the time.
Yeah. Like, right. Man, working, just grinding.
Just up here.
And I think that like really was a telltale sign, because you go through the spring working, summer working, you get to the fall, right, working, same program, and then talk about going into, I think we hit on it briefly at the beginning, but like just talk about that, bro. Like, you just going into that, you was getting ready to get named the starter.
Yeah.
You was already working with the ones.
Yeah.
It was finna be that debut season.
Yeah. So I started like fall camp. Start fall camp. It was my birthday.
Yeah.
Like first day of fall camp, which always seemed to be a trend.
For real.
But first day fall camp, my birthday, go through smooth. You know what I'm saying? We had did some installs. You know what I'm saying? Knew the plays. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But went on. I started. Hamstring injury. It wasn't nothing crazy, but tight hamstring. I wanted to make sure I got it. It was actually both of them.
Okay.
And I ended up getting
I do
treatment.
remember that.
I ended up getting treatment for both of them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about this time, like it's fall camp. I'm watching Javon Bullard. Like I'm watching every safety, if you played DB, I was watching you, and I was gonna be better than you. Like, yeah. I'm hurt, but I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, yeah, like that's gonna be me, better than that. Like, I'm gonna take that to the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was just my mindset, and I was just so ready to get back. And I feel like had I just waited maybe one day, I would have been able to play this year. But you know what I'm saying? That happening at practice, you know what I'm saying? Not even like any contact, just getting ready to jump, pick a ball off, and it just kind of giving out. And me not having anything like that happen before, me just like that, you know, I rolled my ankle, I can hobble on it a little. Right. Eventually, it's gonna feel better, and that was one of them that I, you know what I'm saying, thought that it would feel better, but every day it started getting better, and everything was like, all right, yeah, you good. And then we got closer. Actually, I think it was LSU week. That was a game that I was that was gonna be my debut game. Right. And I ended up trying to go out for practice, and I had my brace on at that point, but just ended up buckling, and from that point on, I knew like I would have to get surgery, that I wouldn't be able to play this season, and that it had sunk in, but it really didn't. I feel like over time it got worse, but as it got worse, it would get like it got bad, but once it got like bad, it just like it slowly started just, you know what I'm saying, just getting back into the groove of things, you know what I'm saying, because I went ahead and had the surgery, so it was like now I'm just working to get back. Right. So being able to work to get back, it kind of helped me to kind of get out of that place where I was mentally, of being down from the injury, knowing that being down about not being able to play this year, you know what I'm saying?
But and I think that was bro, and that would lead us up to today, because you know, like it was. I think after you got injured, things didn't get like progressively worse. You know what I mean? Like there are things that has taken place. You know what I'm saying, over the past few months, just familial for us. But I think, bro, to be honest, if I go back all the way to August 2022, up until December 14th of 2023, I think for you, bro, that was just like God's test for your life. Like, bro, God gonna always sprinkle a little adversity in there. You know that. Like, everything can't do this forever. It gotta be. That's not life. That's not realistic. You're gonna have a day where you know what I'm saying, you step on a rock. Like, it just is what it is. And so I reference August because August of 2022 is when we lost Pawpaw. And then I say December 14th because that's when we lost Navy. And so like just everything in between, you losing Pawpaw, getting to Kentucky, things not going how you want. I know for myself, my football journey didn't pan out how I would have liked. Just based on decisions I made. And then transitioning even into getting here at Mississippi State, getting injured, losing NAMI, like you've been tested in very, very firm ways, but I'm proud that you continue to go and you continue to push.
Yeah.
You know, I love you, man, and you know that this season we claiming, we say we at 70%. We're gonna continue to get that knee strong, and by summer, you know what I'm saying, we back cracking. Like this got to be this is gonna be the year, I'm claiming that for you, bro.
It's it.
And so, I feel like this has been like a very long episode, to tell you the truth, but we just putting it all out there. I'll ask you in closing, what should your overall be? Now that, like, it's crazy, you finna be in the game. Like that's crazy when you think about it, bro. What's your overall gonna be? What do your speed need to be? Your tackling, you know what I'm saying? Jumping, like what's all your overall?
I say speed. People say I'm fast, but I don't really think I'm as fast as people think I am or say I am. I say speed 89, 90.
89, 90 speed.
Yeah.
Okay. And jumping, what's jumping?
Jumping.
99?
Jumping, yeah. Probably, I ain't gonna lie. I probably have one of the highest jumping on EA.
Okay.
You know, like, real talk.
Yeah. All right.
And tackling, I probably say I'm gonna come down and hit some shit.
I'm weak. Okay. So I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I say 93.
93?
Yeah.
Tell her, check the spring game.
Yeah.
Right?
I was gonna say, like,
spring film, don't know. Like, dude is coming out.
Anybody who's seen me, they know.
All right. And so just like that, man, y'all be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and let's just keep building and growing the Modest Sports Show. Like, let's build and grow this community. I'm gonna continue to get guys on here that got real, raw, authentic stories, and we're gonna have them on here and just share it, man, so y'all can just kind of understand how college football works and, you know, your favorite players. If you made it this far in the episode, I appreciate you. Be sure to like. What was your favorite part of the episode too? Drop that in the comments. Subscribe, share the video around, and of course, stay modest.